Yo, what's going on, everybody?
Hey, what's happening, man? Good to see you guys, man. We back.
We back up in here, man. Listen, shouts out before we do anything. Thank you guys for the love. Thank you guys for the follows. Thank you guys for the comments. Thank y'all for the correction, the critiquing. Man, we open for all that because, listen, we're just here. We're committed to one thing, bringing good quality content and just making sure we can feed the people, man.
That's right,
with
man.
real life conversations.
Yeah, it's necessary, man. We just want to make sure we really just putting y'all in the position, man, to kind of evaluate life and get in a better place. That's our heart. We want to make sure you guys are bossing up and leveling up, man. We don't ever want you guys to stay stagnant in the same place. It's our job to help usher you into your next level. So this is what we hope we're doing.
Yeah.
Keep showing the love, baby.
We're going to do our best to do it. Today we got a juicy one for you.
Yes, sir.
We're finna dive into this thing, man. We're talking about uncertain seasons. And everybody goes through, no matter how old you are, what color your skin is, where you're from, you know, your ethnic background, or even your financial status. Whether you're a teenager, young adult, senior citizen, retiree, got a gang of debt, it doesn't matter. These things does not disqualify us from having uncertain seasons. I feel like this is how we get to our next level. And oftentimes, I don't know about you, but for me, in my life, like, I don't really plan too far in the future. I know there's a lot of people that will say, whoa, you don't plan P and all that stuff. But listen, I just don't go far with it because I'm like, listen, I'm very interested in navigating and doing well and being a good steward of the now.
Facts. And
there is a next level, all right? Because now sometimes lie to us. You know what I'm saying? Like you get in moments like, dang, it's over for me. You know what I'm saying? But there's more to that. So navigating the now well, and trying to get to that next day or next level, you always find yourself in an uncertain season.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like we have a gang of brothers in the Bible and sisters as well that found themselves in uncertain seasons, and it's what they did with that moment that catapulted them so that we're still talking about them so many years later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's true that we have to be present in these seasons that we're in because, like you said earlier, planning too far ahead in the future, for real. Like, if you're always thinking future, I think you kind of discredit where you are. And it makes you get awkward in that uncertain season that you're in. Like you say, you're not really taking the time to say, hey, I'm in the season, but I'm not here to stay in the season. I gotta figure this out. Let me get my mojo going so I can get out of this thing. You know what I mean? But if I'm always constantly planning and not being current where I'm at, man, it can get weird, bro. Real fast.
It get weird. I live by this mantra too. You guys know me. Like I live by the mantra: embrace the awkward, but reject the weird. Embrace the awkward and reject the weird because weird is just that, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's stinking weird.
Nah, man.
And go figure. The time we're shooting this show tonight, it's Halloween. I don't know about you, but today alone, bro, everywhere I was, I saw a gang of weird people. And I think Halloween, people love to masquerade it. You know, Halloween, they like to dress up. They put on masquerades and become this character or version of themselves. Because they're afraid to address those uncertain seasons that life has presented to them.
You're on to something, bro. You're on to something, man. You're on to something.
So that's why there's so much emphasis. Oh, like it's dress up day. It's dress up day. I get to look cool. I get to be the superhero. Like, bro, you are a superhero. Biologically speaking, do you realize that there was 400 million potentials that were coming down the same pipeline,
same little line,
and you got in? So you are peculiar. You are different. Like you don't have to dress up to be a facade of different. You actually are that.
That's good.
And I think sometimes, if we're being true and being honest, bro, it's like these uncertain seasons kind of make people into who they were never meant to be.
Yeah. And you get caught up with a part of you that's fake. I know we talked about. We talked
continuation. Y'all, I told you to be continued.
Because here it is, like it's comfortable for you to be a person. Like you dress yourself up, you filter yourself up, almost to a place where you don't even recognize you. You know what I mean? So like days like this where people are so ready to dress up and put on these masks and masquerades, man. They forget their genuine identity. You know what I mean? So in these uncertain seasons, that's not the time to be somebody else. You literally got to figure your stuff out, get a game plan together, and usher to another level, man. So I think, bro, we get caught up on like just not knowing who we are, bro. Real talk.
Facts. So let's be practical because our people, we taking y'all to church, but this is lifestyle, bro. This is marketplace. This is retiree. This is I just got out of college. I don't know what to do with my life. How do people practically navigate through uncertain seasons? What's some of the stuff that you've used? You're a dad. You're a husband.
Oh, yeah.
You're a college grad. You're a business owner. You're an entrepreneur. You're a pastor.
Yeah.
Like, how did you navigate through some of your uncertain season, bro?
Well, first of all, I answered a lot of questions that I saw in the current season. So I'm like, okay, I'm a youth pastor now.
Right.
So how do youth pastors move?
Right.
You know what I mean? So now I start to jot down like, okay, what I'm doing, is this gonna basically rub somebody the wrong way? Am I gonna lead somebody down the wrong path unattendedly doing it? Like, I remember you telling me like, hey, I'm not the youth pastor anymore, bro, so you may have to take your earrings out.
Nah.
You know, you know what I'm saying? Unless you find yourself getting caught up.
Yeah, you made the cut though.
You know what I mean? But what I do, I identify the season that I'm in, and I gotta understand, like, okay, maybe what I did in last season is not gonna be good for the season that I'm in currently. You know what I mean? Maybe you not writing your to-do list down in the season of just graduating from college. When you were in college, you didn't have to do it as much, but when you get out of college, now you have so much free time, you have to have a to-do list, lest you find yourself just twiddling your thumbs. You know what I mean?
My son's in the 10th grade. He's in high school.
Yeah.
He needs a to-do list. I ain't trying to call my dog out because I love my son. He loves his podcast, right?
Yeah.
But if cuz don't have a to-do list,
you gotta have that, bro.
That boy get lost.
You gotta have that.
You could go all day on a Saturday, be like, hey, what'd you do? Huh?
You and our schedule is so crazy. I feel like if we don't get a hold of time, it'll just go by.
It's gonna crush you.
It's gonna go by, and we've done nothing.
I heard Jim Rohn say this, dope philosopher. He said this. He goes, a person who's fixated with success does not allow time to tell them what they can do. They tell time what time should do.
Oh, that's good, bro.
You feel me?
That's good, bro.
So this is practical.
Yeah.
Dive in, lean in, write a note, take a note. Listen, this is practical. You have to have time management.
Got to.
In uncertain seasons, you cannot be doing what everybody else is doing. In uncertain seasons, the uncertain season I realize is personal.
Yeah.
Because I could be hanging out with you and you could be in a baller season of your life. You planned for this, you strategized for this, you sowed for this, you sacrificed for this. You could be in that baller season. Because I'm next to you, I could be in the most craziest season of my life. Like, bro, I don't know if I'm coming or going, up or down, right or left.
Yeah.
So uncertain seasons is always, always, always very personable.
Got to.
Therefore, one thing that's happened to me, and we talk about this almost every episode because he and I believe in this. We're both very submitted to our mentors, right? And we share a mentorship relationship. You have to have the right guidance in an uncertain season.
Bro.
I'm reminded of Jesus sleeping on the boat. Same one as the disciples.
Yeah.
They're going to the other side.
Yeah.
That was the commandment. The uncertainty of the wind came. The storm started turning up. Somebody blew a hurricane. And it got crazy.
Crazy, man.
The boys went downstairs and be like, Master, don't you care if we perish? Uncertain season. Hold on a second. But what happened? Jesus says, man, y'all ain't got no faith. Y'all tweaking. How much longer am I going to be with y'all?
Yeah.
You don't know who on board.
Yeah.
If I ain't, I'll walk on the water, but this boat ain't going down. He got up, he rebuked the storms, right?
Yeah.
They were like shook, they were perplexed, but they didn't realize the guidance that they had accessibility to, even in the uncertain season. When he was not present on the top deck with the wind smashing in the face, they trying to get stuff together, but he was still in the same boat.
Still there, bro.
So you gotta have the right connections, right, in uncertain seasons. So you say time management, you gotta navigate well. I say right connections. What else you got?
Mental, bro. I know we're in this big thing where mental health is like blowing up like crazy, but I think you also got to do a great job with taking care of you. In these uncertain seasons, man, the things that you may be facing, like things that have come out of the blue, if you don't got you right, bro, it's over with. The storm will take you out way quicker, way faster. But if you're taking moments for yourself, like, you know, you're celebrating every win, every small victory, you know what I mean? Because mentally we need those things because it keeps us going. So I think you taking care of you spending that time with your mentor and being real, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we don't know how to be vulnerable, bro, and be open.
Can we stop and talk to the fellas? we were out back at my house where we are now, shooting the podcast, last night having a conversation together.
Yeah.
And I felt like I went on like a tangent.
That was a good one though, bro.
But I was like, bro, how come there's so much internal sickness in the body of Christ? How come there's so many people that are statue strong, right? But super weak because there's no transparency and vulnerability.
Yes, bro.
You don't have that safe place. Bro, we can go on forever on that. But I'm just saying, like, you got to have the right time management.
Yes,
You got to have the right mentorship or connections. And then you got to have that transparency, bro. You got to have a venue, a vehicle to get... to be able to say, hey, I'm not sure. I don't know where I'm at right now. And that'd be okay. Because everybody got a facade. Again, back to Halloween.
Yeah.
Everybody's life is perfect. It's okay. I'm on my grind. Bro, you not. Yeah. You might be in the gutter. Calling it a grind. And how you got there is because you weren't grinding.
Trying to tell you.
I'm just telling you right now. Guys, uncertain seasons happens to everybody.
Bro.
I love Steph Curry. My son Ezra loves Steph Curry.
Yeah,
he watches.
Dope kid, dope guy.
He watches all of Steph's stuff. Steph Curry throws up thousands upon thousands of shots per day in off season, so that he can guarantee when he gets in season, will be ready to perform in season.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As an athlete, you will not do in a game what you didn't practice in practice. I don't care who you think you is.
Yeah, you gotta say it again.
You will not do in a game what you did not put in the effort in practice to perform.
The boys may have the AI syndrome, man.
Got AI syndrome. Preach on it.
Practice?
Talk about practice.
Hey, listen, practice makes permanent, bro. Those things that you continually do over and over again. Your muscles, bro, that muscle memory that you have, it'll just perform without you having to tell it to do. I remember my coach said, hey, you do this millions and millions of times, Gary, just let your body do what it's trained to do.
Right.
Don't let your head get in the way.
Yeah, stop fighting.
You know what I mean? But you got to get that repetition in, bro, so you can have the correct strategy. Same like Steph Curry, you had the Kobe Bryants, the Michael Jordans. These guys hit that same fadeaway thousands of times. Thousands of times, man. So when it came down to it,
when the pressure was on, there was no pressure.
Light work.
I already did this before.
Light work.
I love it when I was doing I Am Athlete podcast and we had Fred Taylor on, which shouts out to the OG.
Fred, dog.
Fred said this. He's like, Fred's not known for being a flamboyant running back, but he's one of the toughest power backs ever to run the ball in the NFL, National Football League. Fred says, Brandon Marshall, my big, bro, there he was messing with him. He was like, yeah, Ocho was dancing in the end zone. Ocho killed it. Brandon was known for breaking balls and kicking stuff and being aggressive. Fred was known for just running.
Yeah.
He's like, the reason why, his level of success wasn't publicized because he would score a touchdown and run back to the huddle, run back to the sideline, a couple of high fives. Ocho over here got a mariachi band on the sideline. Do you feel me? But Fred said this comment. He goes, man, I was trained, bro. This ain't my first touchdown, nor will it be my last. Act like you've been here before.
Ooh.
So I think that's something that speaks volumes to.
Come on, man.
Like, in uncertain seasons, and talking about practice, talking about preparing for the season that lies ahead of you, right? You can't get so consumed with what's happening now and celebrate the now so big as if there's no tomorrow.
Come on, bro.
Miles Monroe, love this guy.
Come on, man.
A lot of his work. He says, your last success can be a prison to your future victories. Because you spend so much time hanging out in yesteryear.
We got to soak that in, bro. We got to soak that in.
Your last success can be a prison to your future victories because you spent so much time rehearsing yesterday when there's a new victory.
Bro, my coach used to tell me like this. What you did yesterday is over with, bro. You got to produce again.
Facts.
Don't be out here parading off of that. Like, it's cool. Like, remember I said, have a moment, celebrate it.
Yeah.
But you got to produce because we were created to continue to produce.
Over and over again.
Over and over again. The moment you're done, it's over with, bro.
It's over.
The moment the fig tree decided not to produce,
gone. Cursed. At the root. You can be cursed.
Yeah.
You can come out of a curse, but at the root, it's over.
It's over with it, bro.
Jesus said, man, you never bear fruit again, my boy.
Hey, I love what you said that. He was like, Fred was taught that he's already been in the end zone before.
Exactly.
So you're talking about like people speaking into your life. I remember like just getting into ministry and you telling me about one of your mentors. He was like, bro, I'm going to tell you like my mentor told me, the 3 G's, bro. Don't touch the gold, don't touch the girl, don't touch the glory. Bro, that reshaped my whole life.
Yeah.
Because automatically, I'm like, man, I'm talking to somebody that already had crazy success in this thing, whose mentor had even crazier success.
Right.
So now I feel even more fortified in the new uncertain journey that I'm about to walk in because I had practical steps to walk in.
Okay, so here's what I want you to lean into. Hear what he just said.
Yeah.
it's uncertain to you.
Yeah.
But somebody's been there before you.
Come on, bro.
Somebody's been there before you. By nature of being on the planet more days, they have more reps at life than you.
Yeah.
I think one of the tricks of the enemy, bro, is to get people thinking that their situation is the only time this has ever happened in history, and it's an isolated event. When we talk about the fall in the garden,
this is crazy, bro.
Adam is present. Conversation breaks out between serpent and Eve. Isolated. He was present, he just didn't step up.
Yeah.
I think when you're in a season of uncertainty, the best thing you could do is reach out. Do not make the decision, or do not make the I don't even know what you want to call it. Don't make the vital mistake of thinking nobody knows what you're going through. The reason why nobody knows what you're going through is because you've not told them. Right? So if you choose to do life alone, now there's some cases out there where people really feel lonely. We were talking about a young guy the other day, right?
Yeah.
There's some people out there that really feel lonely. Feeling is not real.
Yeah.
It may be facts, but facts change daily.
That's
Yesterday
right.
you had no friends, today you got 10 friends.
Facts.
I feel lonely and friendless, but today I got friends. So it's facts.
Yeah.
Truth
on,
doesn't change, modify. If you're going through something with all of the streams and mediums out there, communication platforms, whatever, and you're going through it and you feeling like, man, I'm in an uncertain season and nobody gets me, nobody understands me.
Yeah.
Can I just say this to you in all sincerity in my heart? Reach out to somebody.
Come on.
Pick up the phone. You got about 6,000 numbers in there. Do like this and hit one and just call that person and talk to them about it. Because I guarantee you, what you're going through, as long as you stay isolated, the devil wants to keep you there.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to keep you imprisoned in your present so you can't get into the future.
Yeah.
Reach out to somebody. Let somebody know, man, we got to start talking. We talk a lot about people. We got to start talking a lot to people about us.
About us.
You know what I'm saying? And that'll get you through some crazy moments. Nothing worse, especially in our realm of influence, nothing worse than being in a ministry, being connected to perfection as if you are perfect. No, Jesus is perfect. The church ain't perfect. Ministry is not perfect. We're being perfected. When he appears, we're going to be like him. Until that happens, we're being perfected along the way. Nothing worse than being surrounded by so many people and you feel like nobody can help you. You can't talk to nobody. If one thing makes me sick to my stomach is that there's organizational structure in this hospital called ministry.
Come on, man.
That people are walking around with diseases, the same diseases people have in the world, because you can't talk to nobody. You got to get that. Uncertain is uncertain. Uncertain is only a problem because you're unaware.
Yeah.
But that don't mean you got to stay there.
Bro, you just hit it when you said the unaware. I think we're at a time where we spend a whole lot of time learning and knowing about everybody else but ourselves.
Yeah.
So we don't know what we're battling. We don't even know how to deal with us because we don't deal with us.
Yeah.
It's easier for me to say, oh, bro, I'm dealing with P.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not. Even on social media, you know everything about every person as if you know them personally.
No.
But you spent no time with you.
Yeah.
So you can't even begin to know how to talk about you because you don't know you.
So, just for clarification's sake, what I'm hearing is you saying, like, man, in order how to properly navigate uncertain seasons, you gotta know who you are.
You gotta
know
who you are.
Your identity has got to be established.
You got to.
So, for the high schooler who's going through this change, I was just a middle schooler being told what to do, told what to eat, told where to go, told what to wear, and now I'm transitioning to independence a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going through a transitional period, which transition periods are exposure seasons no matter what. Transitions are the most dangerous time in a flight, in a when you turn on your car, you put that thing in drive or reverse, that's dangerous. As you're going, you're good. But this person, this high schooler, young gal, young guy, right? They're going through something where they got independence now. They're making decisions. I don't really fully understand who I am, but I'm still navigating scarcely through this dangerous season.
Yeah.
How do I do that? Like, what do I do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Because what I'm gonna do is pick friends who are going through the same thing as me.
And we both know, if, like you said this earlier, bro, it's like if we're both tourists and we have no God in this unfamiliar place, bro, I think we're doomed to get lost and it's gonna be a horrible trip.
It's gonna be terrible.
You know what I mean? So you can't befriend people to try to help them help you, and they're in the same situation. They have not gotten out of that either.
But because it's comfortable.
It is.
But that's where it's like, when you're in an uncertain season, you gotta be uncomfortable, right? With where you are to get to where you want to be. I feel like this. I keep it a buck when I'm talking to people. If you don't like where you are, my mentor taught me this years ago.
Yeah.
Where you are today, where your feet are today,
yeah.
is predicated upon two things: the seeds that you've been sown, or what's been sown into you. If you don't like where you are, change it to seeds, because seeds give birth to new seasons.
Yeah.
If you don't like where you are, change the seeds, because seeds give birth to new seasons. So seeds are words, seeds are actions.
Yeah.
Seeds are your prayer time. Like, are you praying?
Yeah.
Like, you a believer? For my non-believers, that's okay. You need to pray too. But for the believers, I'm talking about. If you're not praying, I'm just believing God. You're not putting on, bro, your season's not going to change.
Yeah.
And if it changes, it's not going to be a long-lasting change.
Yeah.
If there's temporary change that the enemy brings you to make sure you stay out of purpose, that's a whole different conversation. But you gotta take the bull by the horns, for lack of a better term, and literally begin to navigate through this uncertain season. Because here's the truth. Yeah. It's not going to stay that way. Yeah. It's going to change.
Come on.
If you can touch it, taste it, feel it, smell it, put your finger on it, if it appeals to your senses, it's going to change.
Yeah, man.
What happens is you get invoked by fear, wraps you up, python spirit, and you stay in it a little longer than you should. Everybody's going to go through it.
Paralyzed by it.
Jesus on the cross, let me be factual and biblical.
B1000.
My God, why have you forsaken me? That's an uncertain season.
Yeah.
Psalms 22, same cry as David.
Yeah.
Same cry as Jesus. David says, I cry out in the nighttime, you heareth me not.
Yeah.
But then he goes, and you're far from helping me. Why have you forsaken me? But you're holy. See how the season changed with your lips?
Right, the next moment.
Words that you speak change the season. They give birth to new seasons. I don't know how I'm ever going to get out of this place. You're not going to get out of it. You don't have to know how, because God says, I'll do it exceedingly abundantly above anything you ask or think. You just got to be like, I'm getting out of this place.
Come on.
I'm preaching. Go ahead.
Hey, bro, you said a good thing. Hey, can I just say this? If you can identify, if you see someone struggling, going through these uncertain times, these uncertain seasons we're talking about, can you do me a favor? Can you help them out? Can you reach out and grab them? Can you bring them into a place of success? Because too many times we see people struggle, and we can see it on them, bro, because you're like, man, I've been there. Yeah. I know where they are because I've been there before. Yeah. But we've not lended a hand out and go grab them. Yeah. Because sometimes, let's be honest, when we're in this hurt place or uncomfortable place, it's not going to be comfortable for that person going through to reach out. But sometimes you got to go and grab them. Just like those friends that the Bible talks about. They had my dog on a map, man. They walked him in the presence of Jesus so he can get his miracle.
And they did a difficult thing.
You feel me?
It wasn't easy to help people.
On the roof.
Because sometimes, to your point, sometimes people are going through things, you're like, oh man, they got an attitude. Ooh. Well, they got an attitude because they're in a place.
Yeah.
So you got to fight past yourself in order to help somebody else help themselves. That don't. I used to say this all the time. I kind of reverted now. I used to be like, I ain't fighting you for you. Yeah. I can't fight you for you. You're your own person. But then thank God that somebody's willing to stand in the gap and fight for us.
Yeah.
When we were unwilling to fight for ourselves.
Oh, that's so good.
So yeah.
Yeah, do that. If you see it, reach out, man. Get them out of that place, because, look, Bishop said this he said this he's like, man, you're blessed to be a blessing to other people. When you come out of a season that you didn't think you were going to get out of, man, and your whole life kind of pivoted and switched, man, help somebody get out. Because you know the freedom you felt when you got to that place. Right. You're like, oh, I didn't think I would ever get to this place, man. So now reach back and go grab somebody and take them with you. That's why I love Harriet Tubman, bro.
Yeah.
She went and grabbed a whole bunch of people.
She could have just cleared it.
You feel me?
And been out of there. But she went and got it, man. What a life we get to live, guys, when we're selfless, not only in the things that bless us, but how we lend a hand to help other people. I love what you just said, because I love the scriptures. I love the Bible where it says, Psalms 103 says, forget not the benefits. Sometimes we get lost in uncertain seasons and we stay there for so long because we forget the benefits of being a child of God. Yeah. We forget the benefits of I can call upon him and he'll answer me and show me great and mighty things that I know not of. We forget that he says, listen, if you make your bed in hell, I'm there with you. Forget that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We forget. You can't forget. We don't forget things that are important. Yeah. Okay? So don't forget the benefits of God. Even in your uncertain season, know this, that God is with you. Yeah. He says he'll strengthen you he'll uphold you with his righteous right hand. Yeah. Even if you feel wronged, he will uphold you, because he's not left you, nor has he forsaken you, even in an uncertain season. Maybe you feel like you've done some stuff and you've invoked this season. You feel like this season is payback. First of all, I say renew your mind.
Come on, man.
Get the mind of the Lord, because in the Bible, and if you're a believer, karma does not. We don't play the karma game. Karma is like, I do it to you, it's done to me. But some things happen to me that I never did to other people. But thank God for Jesus. I'm preaching, but thank God for Jesus. So we don't play that game. But maybe you did something to invoke this uncertain season. I want to say this to you.
Yeah.
God's able.
Yeah.
God is able. And I know I'm preaching a little bit, but God is able to navigate you beyond something that you create.
Yeah.
That's why he's God and you're not.
Yeah.
So you're not meant to stay there.
Yeah.
Gary always say this. Pastor Gary always say this. We're not getting stuck no more, right? We're coming out of stuck. My dad would say, you stuck on stupid. We're getting out of that. And we're moving into the future that God's designed us to live in, because even in your uncertainty, if you have a praise life, if you have a prayer life, if you have a worship life, and if you have a seed life, that will always invoke new seasons, all right? So listen, man, I want to wrap it.
Gotta wrap it, bro.
Gotta wrap it.
This is getting too good. Yeah.
Listen, uncertain seasons happen to everybody. Nobody's exempt from them, no matter where you come from, no matter how much money you got, whatever. It happens to everybody.
Yeah.
But what you do in the season of the uncertainty will dictate where your future can take you and what lies beyond that season. Because whether you believe it or not, there is a moment beyond this season. Okay?
Yeah.
So finish up whatever you got to say.
Hey, listen, I just want to say la. That's all I got.
Hey, stop by.
Say la. If you need to watch this 2 or 3 times, go ahead and watch it 2 or 3 times, man, because you got to get it in your spirit. You got to get it in your head. Listen, it starts here first. This is the biggest battle we go through on a day-to-day basis. I don't care if you're in business, you're in sports, you're in ministry. If you don't get this right, you got to renew, like you talked about, renewing your mind, transforming that thing so it can't think old thoughts.
Yeah.
Get it in you. Know that you're not called to stay here. The Bible says, yea, though I walk through the valleys of the shadow. Not sit there, not sleep there, but you got to keep pushing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you was created to be more than a conqueror, bro. You can do it, man. It's in you. You know what I'm talking about? So that's all I got, man. Just shake it off. Let's go. Shake yourself, baby.
Shake. Hey. I'm not giving them Taylor Swift. I'm giving shake it off. All right, we love y'all.
Love y'all, man.
Peace.
Yes, sir.